freezing an individual and defrosting them later on has been around for quite a while. It's the stuff of sci-fi, but at the same time something certain individuals are really considering doing. There are a few organizations that offer cryonics administrations, which is the most common way of freezing an individual's body or head in the expectation that they can be resuscitated in the future when clinical innovation has sufficiently progressed to fix any sicknesses or wounds they might have maintained. Yet, what might really occur if you somehow managed to freeze an individual for a long time and then defrost them? The short response is that we don't have the foggiest idea. It's basically impossible to be certain what the impacts of being frozen would be on an individual's body and brain. Be that as it may, there are a few things we can hypothesize about. One of the greatest worries is that the freezing system itself would harm the body. At the point when water freezes, it grows, and this development can cause cell harm. To this end, cryonics organizations use cryoprotectants, which are synthetic substances that help keep ice gems from forming. In any case, even with cryoprotectants, there is still some risk of cell harm. Furthermore, the more drawn out an individual is frozen, the more noteworthy the risk of harm. Thus, if you somehow happen to be frozen for a very long time, it's conceivable that you would awaken with some serious medical issues. You could do harm to your cerebrum, your heart, your lungs, or different organs. You could likewise dislike your safe framework. Notwithstanding the actual harm, there's likewise the chance of mental harm. Awakening in a world that is totally unique in relation to the one you know could be exceptionally muddling and horrendous. You could experience difficulty acclimating to the new innovation, the new normal practices, and the new political scene. It's likewise conceivable that you would experience difficulty recalling your previous lifestyle. All things considered, 100 years is quite a while, and your mind might have gone through massive changes during that time. In this way, assuming you're pondering freezing yourself for quite a long time, you should know about the dangers. It's conceivable that you could awaken with serious medical conditions and a mental injury. However, in the event that you're willing to face that challenge, cryonics could be a method for beating the grave. You could live to see the future, regardless of whether it's a future that you couldn't in fact envision. Cryonics is a questionable theme, yet one is acquiring more consideration. As innovation progresses, it turns out to be increasingly conceivable that cryonics might one day, at some point, be a feasible method for expanding human existence. Later on, cryonics could turn into a standard operation. Individuals could decide to be cryogenically frozen when they are determined to have a terminal illness, in the expectation that they can be restored in the future when a fix is found. Cryonics could likewise be utilized to save individuals who are alive and well. This could be helpful for individuals who need to head out to far-off planets or who need to encounter life later on. Obviously, there are as yet many provocations that should be defeated before cryonics can become a reality. We want to foster better cryoprotectants that can forestall cell harm. We likewise need to foster better strategies for defrosting individuals without creating additional harm. But if we can beat these expostulations, cryonics could have a profound impact on the future of humanity. It could have allowed us to live longer, healthier lives and to explore the macrocosm in ways that we would never have allowed practicable. The eidolon of indurating a person 100 times and also deliquescing them out is a charming bone. It's a wisdom fabrication dream that could one day become a reality. But before we can start indulging people, we need to make sure that we can do it safely and effectively. We need to develop better cryoprotectants and better styles of deliquescing people out. Still, cryonics could have a profound impact on the future of humanity if we can do that. It could have allowed us to live longer, healthier lives and to explore the macrocosm in ways that we would never have allowed practicable. Consequentially, what do you suppose? Would you be glad to be cryogenically firmed 100 times?